In today's video, we're going to talk about the one and only gun that we've ever banned from people taking to our training courses here at Patriot Training Center. Hey, Caleb here, the #1 best-selling author of Concealed Carry 101 and the founder of Patriot Training Center. And today we're going to talk about the only gun that we have ever banned, the first and only gun that we've ever banned here from Patriot Training Center. So today we're making an official announcement. I wanted to get this out to you right away that we are banning the SIG P320 from our training courses. So if you come to our training courses, please do not bring a SIG 320. That could be the end of the video, but if you care why, thought I'd make a quick little explanation here. Basically, about a year ago, online, we started seeing reports of P320s that were exploding in people's hands while they were firing them. And there were multiple reports of this, and ammo was blamed. There were different people that were defending the platform and saying that there was just a problem. People were using reloads or cheap ammo or something like that, which can happen. But strangely enough, we weren't seeing it with a lot of other guns, a lot of guns that have been used for decades and decades by lots of other people. But multiple people were experiencing this and posting their guns online, like photos like this, where you could see they were just exploding. And then sometime around that same time, there started to be some reports of police officers who had guns that were discharging in their holsters. The entire time, SIG and other people that were supporting SIG and like the platform were saying that it was always basically user error. You know, many people were posting videos. This is just one of them that was probably one of the most famous ones of a gun going off in a holster, and everybody's trying to figure out why. And SIG denied it. There are some court cases that were going on and legal things that were going on. But everybody basically said that there was some type of user error, so much so that fast forward to this year in March 2025, SIG went on the offensive and they released a statement saying, it ends today and that it cannot, under any circumstances, discharge without a trigger pull, which is the way that guns work. As far as all of us have known, owning and operating guns for the last like 30 years, this is the way it works. Guns that are not malfunctioning, this is the way it works. If you do not press the trigger, the gun does not go off. They're extremely reliable, extremely safe, and that has been the case for every other striker fire gun that we've been dealing with, but unfortunately this kept happening. Fast forward to July, and some more documents came out. There was an FBI report that recently came out where they were investigating yet another case of where an officer said that the gun went off inside a duty holster, a retention holster, a holster that absolutely was covering the trigger guard, which should prevent anything from getting inside it. And what really piqued my attention about this was, in this case, they did not remove the gun from the holster before they started examining it. As you can imagine, when people have this happen to what they think was a safe gun in their holster and it goes off, people pull the gun out and they start looking at it, and they eject the magazine and they clear it and make sure that it's safe because they don't want it to fire again. But in this case, nobody touched the gun; it stayed inside the holster, and they actually took X-rays of the gun at the FBI. I believe it was their ballistics investigation lab. Here's a picture from the report that was posted online. You can go look it up yourself if you're interested. It's a very 32-page report here, so very in-depth, very technical. Investigated a lot of things, but there was still the spent shell casing inside the gun. It hadn't been touched, it hadn't been moved, so it was a good way to investigate what was going on. So SIG still didn't admit fault. As far as I know, nothing big has come out of it. The FBI report does seem to provide additional evidence that there is one of the internal safeties. It says that testing indicated that some common movements while the gun is in the holster could render the striker safety lock inoperable, which could allow the gun to fire, and saying this is the last safety lock of the internal safeties that are in the SIG P320 platform, designed to prevent an unintended discharge. But it does not it's not a smoking gun. It's not saying, hey, this is the problem and 100% this is what happened. And it says that basically at the end of it, they said that the police department that asked the FBI to help investigate this should definitely basically look over the report and make a decision if you're going to continue issuing this gun. So again, there's nothing cut and dry about this. Everybody's saying something different. SIG's not taking responsibility. There's court cases out there, legal things that are going on. So there's not a cut and dry answer at this point, but here's the nail in the coffin for me. More recently, an Air Force soldier lost his life. Again, he had a supposedly holstered P320 that he placed up on a desk, and according to this report that was online, it struck him in the chest, it discharged, and he died. And the Air Force, there must be something to this because the Air Force immediately pretty much released a statement saying that they were stopping using the SIG P320. That's the M18 modular handgun systems. That's the military designation for the P320 from SIG, because it was adopted as the handgun for a military to replace the Beretta. a few short years ago. So there's a lot of money and bureaucratic inertia tied up in all this. So I do not think that we're going to get a conclusion anytime soon. And I am simply not qualified to say why this is happening. I don't know enough about how these guns work. I've dry fired them, I picked them up, I've used them and stuff like that, but I've never like owned one myself. I don't shoot them. But it is happening. There's obviously something wrong with the P320, so they are unsafe for our students to use during our training classes, both for themselves and for the safety of everyone around us on the line. So we're banning them officially from our classes. So I wouldn't, in good conscience, recommend the P320 to anybody that I love or know or care about and stuff. I would steer them away from it. Um, we just won't recommend them to students, and we're going to keep them off the line because we care about the safety of everybody that comes here. Just like if you were my personal friend or somebody in my family, that's how much we care about you. So if you do own a P320 though, and you'd like to train with us, please come train with us, and we will gladly let you use any of our. We have rental guns, we have Glock 19s, we have Smith & Wesson M&P 2.0s, we have Walther PDPs. These are all excellent striker fired pistols that are absolutely suitable for concealed carry, for home defense, and we'll let you rent them and use them. Instead of paying the rental fee, they will be absolutely free for you because we don't want to put people out. I do not want to be a gatekeeper or somebody that tells people, hey, like you don't have the right gear to come train with us. I think everybody should get training, even if like you have to buy the cheapest guns because of funds or whatever, and they're not guns that we would personally recommend. I never want to be one of those people that's like, hey, you're not good enough to come train with us, or you don't have the right gear or anything like that. So we do everything in our power to make it easy for people to come train with us. But at this point, the only other piece of gear that we've ever banned is like Serpa holsters, which are a retention holster where the retention mechanism is actually located over the trigger guard. Makes it very unsafe for retention holsters. So that's like a piece of gear that we ban, and we won't allow people to use that holster because it's unsafe, and it's just way more dangerous than it should be to do gun training with that holster. So in the same vein, we are banning the SIG P320 because it appears to be unsafe at this time. And again, if that puts you out or makes a problem for you, you can gladly use any one of our guns for free, and they will work great for you, and we guarantee that they will be safe. Okay, we've extensively tested these guns. They're safe, they're reliable, and they work great for the defensive gun use type stuff that we're doing in the training courses. So until we have more information about this is the only thing that I know that we can do to keep everybody safe. So this is our official announcement that putting out there quickly. I'll probably write up an actual official announcement and post to the website as well. So let me know in your comments if you have a SIG P320, and if you do, if you'd still like to come train with us, like I said, you can come use any of our guns for free. Thank you.